Alright, welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. It's spring now, and, well, spring brings elves. Typically. We'll see if they show up. What to do, what to do. We need to get these carved in, that smoothed. We need rock. Great. Shall I import, sort? Oh. My goodness, Control O. What did I sort it by? What did I sort it by? I don't know. But it's sorted. That's locked. Hopefully that will hatch soon. We have dogs. As we are looking good, looking good. Refuse is working. We just need more migrants now. Plenty of food, plenty of drinks. The elves ain't gonna be happy, but you know what? I'm not happy with them. Just being around, existing. I say that, but they do bring a good animal or two. Spiked wooden balls. Oh boy, we're gonna be going through a lot of these, won't we? Let's start off with a clean 50. J. J, not J. T. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 sounds good. Carp has given birth to a baby. Congratulations. Worker's become a mechanic. Carp has given birth to another baby. Hey, migrants! How many did we get? Let's take a peek. Oh my god, we got 16 migrants! Whoa, we have an engraver. Alright, with that migrant wave, we were at a cool 28 dwarves. We have 24 workers, and then we have... 23 workers. We have 4 children and 1 baby. Things are looking pretty good. Here. Oh, you know we need one there. And there. Yup. Absolutely. Hey, look, this has been smoothed out. We now have a professional... Let's take a peek. I don't want to jump the gun. Look at this, an engraver. Legendary engraver. We need a new bridge here. Chalk blocks. When that's being installed, we are going to need more beds, won't we? This is 15. Let's get another 30 over here. We can actually start doing this. Try and make everyone a little bit happier. Now that we have a legendary engraver. Alright, I want ellipses. Hollow. That's the center. 1, 2. 1, 2, there we go. This is it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There, that looks right. Now, I need a hospital. With a lot of dwarves comes a lot of responsibility. Oh, and I need a well. What's the best way I can do this? Probably something like this. Okay, this is gonna be... This is going to be something. I'm not sure yet. Man, I don't know what I'm doing. No, animals. Did they bring any new animals with them? A donkey, a goat, a bunny, calvy pup, reindeer. Is that another bunny? Wish I could read that. Well, I guess I'll live out here now. 1, 2, 3. Should be deep enough, I think. Question mark? Let's get all this dug out first. And then, oh, good lord, we cannot have this happen. This will be lava. This one's going to be sieve, trade. Link you here, then pull. When that's all linked up, I should be able to cut off... How should I explain this? Once that lever's linked, I can now cut off who has access to the trade depot. Ah, like this. So now traders can come, do everything. Once they're good, I can block this off, open up civilians. The dwarves can come, grab everything they need. And when they're ready to leave, I can do the same thing, open them up, let them go. Or keep them there trapped, you know. Or build a giant pit underneath us eventually and just drop them to the center of the earth. We'll see. You know, fun stuff like that. Alright. Bedroom, multi. Check this out. Bedroom, 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 bedroom. This is nice. This is beyond nice. All you have to do is make sure it's enclosed with the doors or walls. See, bed doesn't even need to be built. Same thing for the doors. There you go. Got yourself another 15 spicy bedrooms. I'm not too worried about this right now. I'm going to fix this up. This will be a big trapped area soon-ish. But with those bridges, I can at least lock everyone down. I need to get these dwarves happy. These moods up. You know what? I might need more miners. Any of y'all good at mining? No. Well, who's not good at anything? Congratulations. We now have 2 new miners. Look at all these children. Look at this. They'll be slow at first, but they'll get there eventually. What else am I missing? I feel like I am missing something. Clothing. Process plants. Just process plants. Alright, let's see what happens when I do this. Dead young goblin cap. Oh yeah, trees are trying to grow in here. That's not gonna work. It's just not high enough. Item inaccessible. Weird. Things are dying trying... Huh. So the fish are dying here. Interesting. Skeletons. Why are the fish dying? I haven't looked at the animals recently. Other. A lot of carp. So many baby carp. Giant cardinals. Please let a giant cardinal fly into one of these traps. What are these guys doing? They come and grab logs. Yeah, we do have a lot of logs, don't we? Maybe they shouldn't gather outdoor refuse. Let's leave it at that. Uh-oh. A giant cardinal's finding a kid. Oh, these cardinals. The child. Picks up the worker. Punching these birds. Oh, it's tearing the shirts apart. Oh, man. A human spearman is visiting. Why? It's set to citizens only. Interrupted by giant cardinal. Yowza. Petition. He wishes to reside here for the purpose of eradicating monsters. They're just gonna be here to fight. Where is this guy? Even other? A spearman. He's competent, but legendary spinner. Came to relax and slay beasts. She heard this was a good place to search for monsters. I don't know. No, it's alright. I have it under control. Uh-oh. The dog has given birth to puppies. Is it just 3 puppies? Alright, checking through this data. So our first litter of puppies is going to be litter A. Female number 2 is the largest of the litter. Actually, it's insane because agility is 67. The father's agility is 14 and the female's 28. I don't know if this is just random or if we can slowly bring these numbers up. But we're going to keep them for now, and then I'm going to check on these numbers later, and we'll just see how things change as they grow, if these stats change or just the weight. There we are, the first litter. Assigned to the cage right after being born. There's science to be done here. I'm not going to let things like ethics and emotions get in the way of it. Does this look right? Maybe. What am I going to do with these puppies? Oh. Uh-oh. A miner is taken by a fey mood and has claimed a stoneworker's workshop. Let's see what happens. Well, while we're looking at that, in case things go sour, let's put a door right here. So, strange moods. Dwarf goes into a weird mood and will claim a workshop of something that they have any skill in. They chose stoneworker's workshop, so it must have had some kind of mason skill or something going on. Then, as you can see, they go grab different items. Sometimes their favorite, sometimes just whatever they can get. And they want to build a new artifact based on whatever they can get their hands on. Looks like they have some hematite. And that's really it. Grabbing a lot of iron. And what's tricky is that if they want something and they can't get to it, they'll get into whatever workshop they claim and they'll scream or fuss, and it's like a riddle. You need to figure out what they want. And if you can't get what they want, they will go crazy, and that's just no good. Hey, look, began a mysterious construction. Received everything they wanted, which happens to be 3 pieces of hematite and some llama wool cloth. And now they're going to make something random out of that. And that also should make them a legendary, stoneworker. My plan is to have the water from the river be routed through here. It's going to come here, hit this as sort of a break. You could probably put another one here, honestly. This would just act as this bridge will be a giant floodgate. When it's open, it'll hit this, it'll break apart the water pressure, equalize it just a little bit, slow it down, come and fill up this room and fill up this grate, which will fall in a beautiful waterfall for all dwarves to enjoy. Now that I'm thinking of this, I want to say there might have been a bug, maybe a feature, where the waterfall, if they cross, it washes things out of their hands. Which isn't that big of a deal if you're hauling stuff, but if it's like a baby, the baby would just go through the grate and then be washed out. We'll see if that's still something, I suppose. But this would just be a giant, cistern, a well. It's a lot, it's big, but it'll be a lot of fresh water. It should introduce, hopefully, fish. Maybe some fisher dwarves can be here. Don't have to worry about that. A lot of water that we can use to pump back up muddying area and hopefully grow some trees underground. We're still waiting on this wall to be built. Okay. The miner has created Arbonzathruk, a hematite millstone. He offers it to the wall of barricading. Is that us? Are we in fact the wall of barricading? Center on fort. Our site government, yeah, we are the wall of barricading. That's nice. Rampartpassion, wall of barricading. Somewhat thematic, right? Well, here we go. Our first, oops, didn't mean to do that. Objects. Artifacts. Can we say our own? This isn't stuff that's here. Although, here's what he made. Arbenzenthruk. This is a hematite millstone. All craft dwarf ship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with round hematite carbachons. This object menaces with spikes of hematite. On the item is an image of a tapered... I know that's not baguette. Baguette. What is that? That has to be an animal. Let's take a quick peek. Nope, it is. It's the bread, baguette. Really? Oh, it's baguette cut gem and hematite. So there's a certain cut. Oh, it looks like, kind of like the emerald shape. So it's an image. So it's not a gem. It's an image of a baguette cut gem, and also in iron. On the item is an image of table cut gems in llama wool. So he also made another image using wool of more cut gems. Yo, I bet we can make a mill out of this, and we have a really fancy workshop. Sounds like a plan to me. Oh man, there was a way to make a water generator. We might have to do that. Not mining. I am going to build this right here. Machines fluid, millstone. At least it'll be built. I don't think stuff can steal an artifact after it's already been built into something. I'd hate to do it, but we might have more dogs than we need. Oh, looks like we hit summer. The only thing I have on my agenda right now for this year is to get magma up into the base. We can start working with metals. That'll help tremendously. A waterfall, which we're working on right now. And hopefully get some kind of clothing workshop started. Pigtails. They're planted. What are our stocks of pigtail? We do have some thread. 13 out of 129. What does that mean? What's that? What's that mean? Look at this. A beautiful piece of machinery. Cat gave birth to kittens. We're playing a dangerous game. Kittens? That's rough. You can easily be overrun with cats in a fortress. I have no clue if it's ever been patched or if it's never going to be patched because it's a feature. But you can't set cats up for adoption. They adopt dwarves because, I mean, they're cats. And they can easily this looks good to test out. Once a cat picks someone, then every other cat is going to end up picking that same dwarf, and now that they're pets, you can't get rid of them, and it just bogs down your FPS everything. We can see all the way down. This is what we want. Let's build a wall here. We will make a new route. This will be our magma collection. We need an iron minecart. There, one minecart done. We will assign the iron minecart. This is the stop. The idea would be to have the minecart here. Dwarf pushes it north. It falls. Hits this up ramp, which, if you have a ramp and a track, for instance, this one is an up ramp, but also east to west track. It hits this, and two things happen. It wants to move. It can't because it can't go west, so it has to go east. And because this is an up ramp, the second thing is gravity is involved. So it acts like it's taking the inertia of it falling. It hits here. Energy, it starts going to the east and technically down. Then it jumps onto this track. Well, this is a northeast track and also another ramp. So it hits here and it's like, well, I can't go north. I'll continue going east. And then it also uses this as it uses not deceleration, but descending, building up acceleration, and it'll jump up here to this track. And hopefully, after this is filled with magma, it'll collect the magma. We'll have magma to bring up into our fort. It's a little weird, but once you get used to it, it's very nice. The only negative is sometimes it gets stuck, where it hits this magma if it's not perfect, or sometimes it can be perfect and it just happens. It will get stuck right here. And you can make another iron minecart to drop it, and it will land and get stuck and push the other one out, and then you just kind of leapfrog between minecarts. That's a little bit more annoying. I don't want any bad guy, mini monster, anything with nefarious intent to come in and just, hey, look, and go right into every aspect of your fortress. I want them to be able to come and path and have to go all the way around. So we can lock down here, lock down here. Alright, a few things that need to happen. We can get rid of these extra ramps that were left over. I'm not sure why they are here, but it happens. Just in case, I'll keep this one up. In case that ramp is holding these floors up. Because I wouldn't want them to stand here, remove these ramps, and have that floor fall on them. Next thing would be, as this water fills, it'll fill up to here. And then I want it to be able to just easily flow to the edge of the map, and the water will drain. And that's now also something very, very simple, easy to do. Just realized, I have to come up with another system. So I want this to be full, so you can dip a well down and not have to hit mud. You'll hit water. A stray cat had more kittens. We finished our balls. Our spiked wooden balls. So this will be like overflow. As it fills up, the water level will be here, come up to here, come up to here, and when it's here, it will start overflowing into this channel. Eradicating monsters. Muthro Shawclobbers. Shawclobbers is a pretty good name if you want to eradicate monsters. A couple of plump helmet men and a troll. It's a human spearman. No thank you. If it was something crazy, maybe. But what I need to do is if I say, hey, we need to do some work, we need to drain all of this, I might have to do that here. Actually, let's get a little fancy with this, shall we? Let's get a little pizzazz. Guess I can't get too fancy. Oh well, this will have to do. I wanted to see if we have another one coming in, but I forgot we have that staircase here. That looks good. Let's do this. And we will have a bridge right here to raise up, and this will keep the water contained. And then if we ever say, hey, emergency, all water needs to go, pull that lever, we're good. Let's check down here. That track stop was built, we have a wall, and that. So, we will test this minecart. Right here, push. When this minecart's here, what I want you to do is, not guide, you push north immediately. Always. That should work. It's here. It's said to be pushed, so someone should come, push this north, and then go about their day. We'll check back later and make sure that it's right here. Food, drink, seeds, everything seems good. I mean, we're blowing and going pretty well, aren't we? I know something that we're missing. Let's see. This is the entrance area. I want this to also be military. We can throw something together right here. These dwarves need a temple. More migrants. Migrant wave. Whoa, another 9. And we have 2 kids. Out of 37 dwarves, 27 are workers. Which is just every dwarf. They do a little bit of everything. Which is good. You do want a lot, just in case people need to haul or just whatever. We have a workshop. Clothing and leather. 37. We're going to need more bedrooms again. Let's check. The iron minecart works. When this works, just come back and just click on to reassign the iron minecart, and it resets it. So someone's going to take this one, bring it back up to the push track stop and push it again. And you'll know it works because this icon will also move down here to this track stop. Ah, someone's giving birth to a boy. The farmer. Huh. Well, we might, you know what? Let's take that as a warning. We only have one farmer. It decided to have a baby. Why did you choose to go into labor now? We'll switch things up. We'll add another farmer just in case, and we'll try and make sure we have at least 2 dwarves for every job. Just in case something happens to one, or one falls asleep, or one decides to give birth. You know. Clothing. Do we have anyone with clothing? Clothes making. Of all the dwarves, none of them are good at clothes. We'll just have to make one, won't we? Clothes making. Spinning? Question mark? And leather working. Alright, we now have 2 clothes dwarves. And look, there's one of them. The loom is not being built. Nothing the old Dwarf Fortress wiki won't. But the loom. Turn threads into cloth. Job requirement. Oh, weaving. My bad, not spinning. Weaving. Hey, processing plants. Thank you, thank you. Next would be this. We need to turn thread. Is it just weave then? Weave thread into cloth. Now, I don't want all the thread to be weaved into cloth because we do need to save some for the hospital. Amount of cloth, less than 10, that's fine. Is greater than 20. So there's always at least 10 thread somewhere in the fortress. Maybe. We'll try that. I believe you can make cloth robe. And robe covered everything. Huh, to the wiki. A robe covers basically everything but the top of your head. It doesn't have a headwear or footwear or hands maybe. Amount of robes is less than 1. Try and make a robe. Do some cloth shoes. These dwarves love their shoes. And then headwear. Cloth. Hood. That way we don't just have stuff everywhere. Someone's slowly getting angrier and angrier. Have to wrap this up, won't we? Alright, in this situation, this channel is done. In order for water to drain out of it, you need to smooth. You want this to be smooth this wall. We'll do these both at the same time. Minecart absolutely works. So let's introduce magma into the mix. Hey, we got a cloth robe. That's what I like to see. Well, that worked. So now I want to close this off. Overthinking it. I want to build walls. But you know what we can do? I'm sure we can just build a floor right here. Not closest material. Grab a block so it's faster. Before any magma crabs or lava snakes come up into the fortress. We could build a wall here, but then that stops our access to building a wall because a dwarf needs to stand orthographically. But creatures can travel diagonally. These are all smooth. So now we want fortifications that'll open up a hole. Here we go. So the fortifications should be so archers or whoever else will have line of sight, shoot arrows, on some kind of a wall or parapet or something. But instead we're just filling this wall with holes. And so the water can drain into the edge of the map. How are you doing? That's gone. Someone brought it up. Don't tell me they grab it and they bring it up to like put in a stockpile. And then... Oh, wait, no, it said it worked. It's collected. It's here? It's here. You just can't see it. But it's full of magma. Operation was a success. We will build a track stop to dump to the right. Right there. Now that this is full, we'll have another stop. Not that. Stop. We'll put it right here. And this one will be named Dump. And Dump will change periodically, let me tell you. Because Dump, this is temporary. This will be wherever we want magma to, well, to be dumped. So now we want you to be guide south immediately. When, just always. As soon as it lands here at this track stop collected, which is this, it needs to be guided south. And it's going to take this and go all the way up into the fortress. And it will take, it's going to take a long time. Magma's heavy. Iron minecart's heavy. It's a perilous journey. There's a worm on the table. We got a floor. Let's build a wall here. And we'll be in business. This should be safe. Geeky father brain. Geeky, you gotta work on your family names. Why are there so many carp? Ravens, a giant olm. The hell's a draltha? A large, long-bodied grazer with a thick mane that feeds on the tops of tower cap mushrooms deep under the earth. Huh. I want all of this picked up, because if I say right now, hey, you know what sounds like a great idea? Let's test the water, make sure it drains, make sure everything's good. Some dwarf is going to come down here and say, oh, you know what, I need to pick up this rock all the way over here, and then it'll drown. And not any kind of regular drowning, it's going to be like some kind of super drown. Man, we are doing good. Here we go, we're going to build some traps. Let's see how this worked. You want a weapon trap right here. And these are all mostly decent weapons. Now we need 1, 2, a lot. We're going to have one with 10 spiked balls. Now the reasoning behind this is that these spiked balls, they're wooden, they're not going to do a lot of damage. But each spike, each ball has like 5 spikes or something like that. And so it's a lot of little hits all at once that's easily dodgeable. Something's going to come and say, I'm going to sneak into this fortress. And it'll really only trigger a trap if it's bad. If it's hostile to us. Oh, autumn already. I say that every season. Oh, this season already.